Today I'll be going for the Platinum Trophy in Baldur's Gate 3. And in order to do this, I'm going to need to trigger 4 different endings, all with their own unique requirements. I'm going to have to defeat many of the bosses throughout the game in very specific and creative ways. I'll need to beat the game on Tactician mode, which is essentially the hard mode of the game. And I'll need to complete several miscellaneous requirements for some highly missable trophies. Lastly, as a bonus, I'm going to earn the trophy for completing Honor Mode as well. This trophy is not needed for the Platinum, as it's considered a DLC trophy. But I want the 100% completion, so I'm going for it anyway. That being said, me and my co-op partner Dan had the brilliant idea of starting our first playthrough on Honor Mode, which by the way is a permadeath mode, meaning if your party wipes at any time, you automatically void the trophy. And words cannot describe how terrible of an idea this would be, but we'll get back to that later. I would start the game by creating my character.
Something just woke up down here.
Something just woke up down here. I don't know what the bloody hell it was.
Matt, 2 of the voices are just straight up British, and I don't know why.
What
really
the
mean.
bloody hell was that? I'm freaking out right now.
You could. All right, Jumanji.
Jumanji! I decided to pick the Ranger class because controlling pets that fight alongside you sounded like fun in a game like this. I would actually be able to earn my first trophy during the prologue, and this one was pretty tricky. Basically, there's this really angry dude, and the game highly encourages you to ignore him because he's way stronger than all of your party members at this time. But of course, there's a trophy to embarrass him instead of running away. Although doing this is much easier said than done. Because his stats are far greater than yours, I would do the bare minimum of damage to him. And that's when I was actually hitting him.
Oh, yo, we got this. He's at 6.
That's perfect. He set him up for a death blow. I got another attack. Fuck.
Oh.
Little bro.
Oh, is it not meant
Damn,
to
everyone's
be?
shit. Okay.
I'm going for it. Oh, he's at 1.
What's up? Yes, the devil's in the details, motherfucker. Once he was defeated, we would earn yet another trophy for finishing the prologue. We decided to set it up so that I would be controlling 2 of the characters, and my buddy Dan would control the other 2. One of which was Astarion, and it turns out this guy's a vampire. So come nightfall, Dan decided to give Astarion his best impression of a pincushion, which would earn us another trophy for being bit. It's also worth mentioning that even though I was not involved in this scenario at all, the trophy still popped for me. Meaning you're able to earn trophies using any of your party members, and not just your created character, which was very convenient. His name's Cannon. First name Cannon, last name Fodder. That's exactly why he's dead.
Dude, it was a canon event.
Damnable roach.
Oh.
Provoke the blade. And suffer its sting.
Dude, that guy's main character syndrome.
Oh, he literally does. Couldn't have put it better myself. After a violent encounter with some goblins, we would have the opportunity to begin progressing another trophy. And this trophy is arguably one of the easiest to fuck up in the game. There's a trophy to make sure that all of the tiefling refugees survive throughout the entire length of the playthrough. Now, this doesn't mean literally every tiefling. This trophy only applies to the lives that you can directly manipulate through your choices. For instance, if you don't talk to these tieflings in particular and convince them not to leave camp, they actually go off on their own and get themselves killed. So it was important that I won this persuasion check and convinced them to stay behind. Exploring the area a little more, this would lead me to another rescue. This poor, unsuspecting tiefling is about to be removed from this mortal coil, and so we would have to stop the bugbear assassin before he could turn this into a reality. You fucking piece of shit.
Oh.
Here. Now go back to the pit that made you.
Ungrateful bitch. Upon entering the Druid Grove, we encounter this little tiefling nugget who pissed off the wrong druid. And so I would have to succeed yet another persuasion check in order to keep the child alive. And then we encounter yet another tiefling who longs for death's sweet release. She wants to go and seek vengeance for her fallen comrade, aka the guy that me and Dan were laughing at when he got shot at the gate. And if she does this, this'll get her killed. And so I will have to convince her that revenge is wrong, and that she should not do that. And with that, I had decided that we'd saved enough lives for the time being. And so now it was time to set out and explore the wilderness. Eventually, we ran into this dog.
Hey, it's that dog.
His master was killed and he had nowhere to go. But more importantly, I would end up needing this dog for a couple of trophies. And so I would allow him to continue existing at our camp.
If it comes to that, I may.
And that's
Thank
it.
you.
Not long after that, I would run into my future girlfriend, Karlak.
Fuck yes. I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off.
You see, there's a trophy to go on a date with her, and so I was really looking forward to bonding and getting to know her better. Once we got back to camp, there would be some drama amongst the party members, and things got heated.
Karlak, the Archdevil Zariel's gladiator, come to burn the Sword Coast to ash.
I never should have trusted you, Karlak. You're as good as dead.
Never should have come here.
Never should have come here. Despite this hilarious dialogue, it was in my best interest to keep all party members alive for the sake of trophies. And so once we made peace, we would rest at camp for our 4th time, earning us another trophy. I'm surprised the goblins didn't gut you on sight. Why didn't they?
I must tell the others what happened.
Foul
Stay
bloods?
careful. There are traps in these tunnels.
So here's the thing though, Matt. You know, he doesn't actually appear in town. He leaves this room and he disappears.
Why do I get the notion that you're gonna take everything he owns?
Listen, it's not my fault that he gives XP.
Oh my, you kid. Damn. After that funny business, it was time that we attempted a prison break. Our mission was to free the goblin prisoner that the tieflings had captured during the assault. And we would need to keep this 4-foot green attitude adjustment alive for as long as possible in order to obtain another trophy. And so securing her freedom was the first step. And it turns out we already cleared out the riffraff along the way. So this was a cakewalk.
Put in a good word for you. See you at the camp.
Continuing on our merry way, I couldn't help but notice that this door was being sussy. And so I fucking opened it. There's only one way this can go down. Oh my...
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my... Apologies, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Smash! Oh, smash you!
Oh my god.
You made this choice. I can get him. Alright, I'm gonna finish off.
Trying my best to forget what I had just seen, I couldn't help but hear the sound of the name that would echo throughout my mind rent-free.
Fragilus crown and with scepter abrade, draw Rexlin, short work of the innkeeper made. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Rexlin, the true soul, had let you glide. Draw Rexlin, I am Draw Rexlin, Touchus, Draw Rexlin, Draw Rexlin, we pay.
Although I did not know who this was, I just knew that our destinies were firmly intertwined. And so I decided to dig up more treasure for another trophy. Completely unrelated. But don't worry, we'll get back to that guy. Eventually, our excessive exploring would lead us to our first big boss encounter with the Owl Bear.
Just die already. Got it.
Once she was dealt with, it was important that her cub survived the battle, as he would end up being very important for another trophy. We would run into the little furball once again at the Goblin camp, and after some successful sweet talking, I was able to convince the little bastard to return to our camp.
New home? Maybe. Got to get away from here first.
Hanging around goblin scum for so long fills me with murderous intent. And so we made our way back to the grove to rescue more tiefling refugees. On my way to the next one, we ran into Althira the Bard. Fun fact, if you drink a potion of animal speaking, the squirrels that are gathered around her are absolutely mortified by her singing. But I think she sounds lovely, and so I offered to help her out with her song.
Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay.
To show her gratitude, she gave me her lute, and she taught me how to play instruments, just like she does. And doing this would help me with a trophy in the future. Not far from Althira would be our next rescue target. This small tiefling child was being seduced by the beautiful song of the harpies. And I'm not gonna lie, I was too.
It's so beautiful, though. I want to listen to it.
Your chest fills with yearning. You want to get closer.
We would have to eliminate the harpies before they could murk the child. And so we had to act fast, giving him a chance to escape.
I love Gawdlikematt.
Our exploring would eventually lead us to this tomb, where we would find the necessary means to summon Shovel the Quasit, and earn another trophy. And yeah, she was quite the character.
Wait, are you horny for the book?
Continuing our spelunking adventures, we would be faced with our next big boss fight, with the Spider Matriarch. And there was a trophy we could earn here for destroying all of her eggs before they could hatch. And in order to achieve this, stealth was our best friend.
Don't want to think about why my eye is itching.
That's the one. That's my favorite voice line.
Oh, nice!
Oh my god, he took 46 damage from that.
With some careful execution, we crushed the Matriarch. And so naturally, we decided on a celebratory break. Brought to you by more liquor.
Do we have enough alcohol now? We should.
I'm gonna wake up wasted!
A dwarven pastime.
Bottoms up!
We're drunk! Oh, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
And while we were at camp, we realized that we could bang out another quick trophy for recruiting a hireling, which are basically party members that you could create on the fly. If at any point your other party members are too dead to help you anymore. And yes, party members can be permanently killed in this game, depending on the circumstances. So this mechanic acts as a failsafe to make sure that you are always able to progress through the game. Outsourcing. You made a savage, degenerate animal who can accompany you on your journeys, though he never will.
That is the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen.
You'll never see the light of day again. Fucking finally.
Hey, you got us a bunch of XP.
Oh my! After Dan tricked me into creating more content, we finally gathered enough ingredients to craft 3 unique potions. And so I went ahead and did that for another trophy. During our travels, we would find this rare material called infernal iron, and it would be used to upgrade Karlach and make her more powerful. I honestly don't know if you need to do this in order to platinum, but I am trying to impress Karlach. So I figured this would at least score some romantic points with her, so I was more than happy to do it.
Cheers, mate.
You get so many turns. I'm fine. I'll be fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You know who's not fine? The 32 damage!
I love this build.
No, Karlach's a fair and balanced character. I want to hear it.
Role player! This trophy is basically unmissable, and I don't even see a point in talking about it.
Oh, did you want to know what it was for? Well, too bad.
This next trophy, however, was for playing fetch with that dog back at camp.
I rolled a natural 1. I need to use an inspiration, and I'm not kidding here, we will all die. Sleight of hand. Some.
Holy shit.
Oh no, Karlach! Here, I'll move out of your way. Maybe I can jump past him? Oh, I can. No, I walked to the cloud of dagger. My Quasit!
No, I did the same thing.
Fucking cloud of dagger.
God damn it.
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Whoa, hold your arrows. This is Rugen's savior, Albert.
Wow.
He told us all about you. Come on in then. Any friend of Rugen's is a friend of the family.
Wait, you said any friend of Rugen, and here he is captured?
I didn't remember either.
Come on in, any friend of Rugen's, friend of mine. And then we come in, and he's their fucking prisoner. Plot twist. That's some M. Night Shyamalan shit. Eventually, we decided to return to the Goblin camp and massacre the lot of them. At least the ones on the outside of the keep. They weren't safe.
So we're doing this. We're killing every goblin right now.
Time to poison them. Let's do it.
Wait, well, back. I don't know if me casting darkness counts. I don't know if they walk into that if they're gonna turn hostile.
Well, then I better do it now before they do. Basic poison?
That works. I think they're gonna die. Yeah,
you're... Doing this would allow the owlbear cub to safely make his way to our camp. And once he did, I would now finally be able to get the trophy for petting both the dog and the owlbear at the same time. And going through all that trouble to get these animals was for this moment right here. The owlbear needs some loving too. Come on, this day's shit hasn't run out yet?
No, he's still concentrating on the spell. We have to interrupt him.
But interrupt his ass. Fuck him.
You know me. I am pathetically uselessly weak. I provide nothing to the team.
So far, that's true.
I couldn't even interrupt him.
Wow. What are you good for? I'm really asking.
What if I told you, Matt, that I could kill it?
I would question that.
No, it didn't win it.
Oh.
Shut up.
Your usefulness continues to be brought into question.
I cast Burning Hands. 8 damage. Yeah. Oh.
That is nothing. That is little children damage. You fight like a child.
No, it's my time to shine. I've been the clown of it. Are you even hitting him from down there?
Yeah, I'm amazed. Normally it says path is interrupted, but if I toggle the cursor just right, I can hit him from here. It's pretty great.
Are you seriously about to kill him and I just don't do anything? I don't think I attacked anyone this whole time. At least Asterian's getting down. Big sad. I literally did nothing. So I've switched to my favorite class, the College of Lore Bard.
What song are you playing?
The Power.
Oh, that's cool.
That is awesome. I've never heard this.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Oh, I'll be plowed sideways. I've got a welcoming party.
He'll be plowed sideways? Holy shit.
Huh?
Excuse me?
The next trophy I would earn would be for defeating an enemy using fall damage. I can't possibly kill him with another main hit, so this should be perfect. I hit him again, and then I shove. This should be perfect.
Does it say she'll go over?
Yeah, it does. Nice! Yes!
Told you it was low. It did exactly 4.
Reaching the end of this area, we would be faced with one of the most intimidating boss fights yet, against the Adamantine Golem. Now, we got another trophy during this fight for using the Forge to craft a piece of adamantine gear, which is what the Forge is supposed to be used for. But as it turns out, the Forge is also pretty convenient for obliterating anything stupid enough to be standing underneath it. It goes without saying that one would be tempted to use this against the boss. But it just so happens that there's a trophy to defeat the boss without using it at all. So that's off the table. Besides that, the only other way to damage the boss is to make sure that he's standing in lava. If his body isn't being superheated, then he's damn near unkillable. And so this boss fight definitely required some finesse. But we caught on pretty quick to what was going on, so it wasn't too bad. Perform 5 attacks in one turn, your enemies won't know what hit them? Wait, how did I do that?
How did you do that?
Okay, I mean, I'm not complaining. Cool.
We take those, we take them.
We definitely take those. 100%.
100% of the time, every time.
Ultimately, we were able to defeat him without too much trouble.
This was chump change, yo. I thought this would be hard.
Good night. Grim Fate. Kill the Adamantine Golem without using the Forge Hammer.
Actually, Matt activated the Forge Hammer during the fight.
I swear that was you who did it.
You used spike growth and hit the lever. I didn't do shit.
It's all your fault. Just accept responsibility. After that, it was time we returned to the Goblin Keep in order to tie up loose ends. But Dan had other priorities, like stealing just about everything you could imagine from this friendly shopkeeper.
Wait, how are you playing music while I love this, though.
Nothing like a little bit of thieving and music.
She had a few magic items we didn't steal or buy last session. I was not about to pay $1,000 for that axe.
I have it on good authority that you wouldn't be willing to pay anything for just about anything.
I've been buying dyes. I can't let her keep this stuff. I gotta steal all of it. And the one last thing is the breastplate. Oh, she has a billion scrolls, though. Oh, and the thieves' tools? We've been going through those. May as well steal those, too.
And you know what, while I'm at it, wait, she has some cheese right here. I think I'll take that as well. All that was left was to deal with the goblin leaders. But before we do that, it was extremely important that we rescue Saza for the second time. Her tyrant overlords aren't very happy with her incompetence.
Don't hurt me, mistress, please. I will not hurt you. My spiders will have that pleasure. No, I'm not up, I'm sorry.
And so I would have to talk them into letting her live, so that I could continue progressing the trophy for having Saza survive the playthrough. Once that had been dealt with, there was only one that would stand in the way of true progress. And that was the legend himself, Dror Ragslin. Dror Ragslin. Dror Ragslin. I'm so fucking mad.
Ooh.
Aww. Dror Ragslin.
Dror Ragslin. Who? Oh, fine, I don't care. Hit me.
You fucking what, mate?
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Dror Ragslin.
Wait, there's one more guy at the top. Dror Ragslin.
Dror Ragslin. Can I hit? Oh, he's way the fuck over there. God damn it.
Mexico with his pathetic 10 health. He's weaker than a goblin. Oh.
You miss, you bitch. Bitch.
Yep. 1 XP.
Fighting that corpse.
With the Goblin Menace defeated, our party members, as well as all of the Tiefling refugees, would join up in celebration. But more importantly, I had won over the affections of the woman I'd been chasing all along. I think I've drummed up the courage to tell you how much I like you.
Oh
I
shit.
like you too. A lot. I'll come find you when the others have gone to bed.
What?
Wait up for me, all right?
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Yeah, that was so cute.
Jesus.
That was adorable. Karlach's romance was coming along nicely, and as long as I didn't do anything to muck up the relationship, then the trophy for going on that date was as sure as shit. Because shit's pretty sure. After that, it was business as usual, progressing through the game and earning trophies along the way. My next one was for reading 100 books in total over the course of the game.
He's done it.
And not long after that, I earned another trophy for advancing a fellow party member's quest line.
Shocky! Why do you keep hesitating? My instructions were clear.
Because they don't make sense. Killing each other like this. It's stupid.
You fight again. This time, daggers only. And to the death, as instructed. Who wants to challenge this sniveling Istark?
Holy shit, what the fuck?
I win these literally every time.
Oh.
Literally. Their lives mean almost nothing to me. I'll start with the kid who I successfully spared.
Dude, Oh, that's fucking... Oh, they don't even care? Remember when you told us to kill that kid and then we killed that kid and you got mad at us for killing that kid? Because I do.
Continuing on, we would soon come to realize that starting our first playthrough on Honor Mode was a terrible mistake. For many reasons, but what happened next especially was quite a reality check. Since this was my first playthrough, obviously this means that I don't know what the consequences are for choosing specific dialogue options. And as it turns out, there's a dialogue option with this scumbag that can result in an instant game over and a full party wipe.
You wish to see godhood?
Oh.
I wish you to end.
Runs over. Yep.
And yeah, this is exactly what happened to me. And when this happens, this immediately voids the trophy for Honor Mode. Now, creating a backup save could have prevented this situation, but again, this is a blind run. I can't prepare for something that I don't know is going to happen. So realistically, that wasn't an option. It was clear to me now that Honor Mode is meant for people who have already gone through the game at least once. Because without having that prior knowledge, then stupid shit like this happens. And no amount of determination or confidence can prevent a scenario like this from playing out. They just happen, and you're left holding the bag. So yeah, our Honor Mode playthrough was officially ruined, but we still continued on the playthrough for the time being. We would earn our next trophy for completing a side quest that would result in finding a hidden legendary weapon. And for completing this area, I would be awarded with another trophy for beginning another quest line.
I didn't know that was a trophy. I didn't even know that guy's name, Kithrak Voss. I only know Dror Egslin. I don't know anybody else.
And then after that, I would pop another trophy for having officially completed Act 1. Making my way through Act 2, I would be given the chance to further my relationship with Karlach once again. I had obtained the second ingredient to grant Karlach her next upgrade, which would allow her to safely touch people without burning them. And since physical contact is somewhat important in a romantic relationship, this was definitely something that felt quite necessary for going on that hot date. Next on the to-do list was rescuing more tiefling refugees. This guy's siblings had been captured by the enemy, and so he goes off wandering alone to try and rescue them. But if we don't help him out here, then this will get him killed. So I would need to make sure that this wasn't the end for him. Great news! I'm here to take your head.
Oh my god.
The last time I played a game where I saw like really fun dialogue options like this was the older Fallout games. New Vegas and Fallout 3, there were some funny dialogue options in those games.
In her name.
In her name.
Absolute.
Praise the absolute.
I like that you can kind of play double agent in this game and fool different sides of a faction if they don't know what happened.
Yes, and that is one of my biggest praises of the game. You can kill someone, anyone, out of sight of other people, and they will never know you did it.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by that. And so next we headed off to Moonrise Towers. Not just to rescue the tiefling siblings, but also to rescue our goblin friend Saza once again. And doing so would earn us the trophy for keeping Saza alive throughout the playthrough. And now we wouldn't have to worry about her anymore. Not only that, but in the basement of Moonrise Towers, we would find the other prisoners, the tiefling refugees, as well as the Iron Hand gnomes, granting them the tools they need to free themselves, and making sure they get away safely would result in another trophy for having rescued all prisoners at Moonrise Towers. My next trophy would be earned by giving Shadowheart, one of our fellow party members, her favorite flower, which could be found in the area.
Oh, Hanson. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking. They're safe and beautiful.
That
I don't want to
do anything for me. Oh, no, I got it. And then after that was something unlike anything we had never seen up to this point. We'd have to save another tiefling refugee. The same nugget that pissed off the druid back at the Grove was now at risk of pissing off the wildlife. And so we'd have to save her and send her back to camp. And you pretty much don't have to worry about her again after that. Not long after that, we ran into our next big boss encounter with the Toll Collector. And the first thing you may notice is that my created character is now a Tiefling Paladin. And this is because after fucking up on Honor Mode, we decided to start a completely new game on Tactician and get all the way back here. Anyways, back to the boss. We could actually earn a trophy for defeating this boss without her using any of her gold-related attacks, which is pretty much all of them. This trophy could be a bit tricky and requires some good positioning in order to pull this off, but alternatively, you can actually earn this trophy by skipping the boss fight altogether through conversation. This requires a lot of lucky dice rolls, but I still managed to do it and pop the trophy.
And the best offense is virtual nonsense.
Speaking of bosses, we ran into another one. And although this boss could also be defeated purely through conversation, doing so would lock us out of his related trophy for some reason. Even though with the previous boss this was perfectly fine. Confusing, I know, but I don't make the rules. And so basically this trophy is exactly the same as the last one. We would need to defeat this guy before he uses a specific attack. And the strat here is pretty straightforward. If we convince the boss to have his underlings kill each other, then he will basically spend the fight wasting his turns trying to resurrect them, which makes getting this trophy very easy. Another trophy that I hadn't earned up until now was an easy one. There was a trophy for escaping from prison, and so I committed a crime over at Moonrise Towers and made my escape. Simple enough. And next up we have Isabel. If she dies, then so do all of the Tiefling refugees under her care. And so we had to defend her from the incoming onslaught to avoid this outcome at all costs. I made it. You fucking... Also, as it turns out, I'm better at puzzles than my boy.
Fuck. What'd you want to do?
I was gonna do Moonrise, Grief, and then General.
You're telling me he established Moonrise Tower, and then he became sad when his wife died, and then he became a general, which I'm pretty sure is correct. Fuck you.
Yeah. See how that works? Oh.
Fuck you. I think that's quite literally the last. I did every possible option.
Yo shit, mate! Exploring the area, we came across an opportunity for our next trophy to use an enemy as a weapon. Is that a rat in a throne? Oh, I need to talk to him. Seems this place is important to you. Why?
We've always been here. It's ours. We watch over it. You do not belong.
That sounded like a threat. I like threats.
Fuck you!
Yeah, use improvised melee weapon, and then click select from world, choose the rat, and then hit the rat with the rat.
There we go, you fuckhead.
I got it too!
Turns out these rats all over the place were perfect for multiple trophies, because they're so weak and there's so many of them. There was a trophy for defeating 20 enemies while under the influence.
Then the drunk.
I got it.
I am
20 opponents while drunk. Very nice. Shadowheart was perfect for that. And then there was a trophy for defeating an enemy barehanded, aka unarmed. Also easily done against a rat.
I miss attacking myself.
Nice. Okay, I got it. Kill a character with an unarmed strike. The rats count as fucking characters. Oh, goddamn, I missed. Wait, there's an enemy up here. This rat.
Oh, that last rat? What the fuck? That's a glitch. You gonna throw that rat?
I'm trying to. It's... You fucking... Be with your family!
Fuck.
A fair bit further into the game, we happen upon an opportunity to either kill or free these prisoners. One of which, as you may have guessed, is a Tiefling refugee. And so our choice was clear, although this also meant that combat was unavoidable.
I know just what to do with you, Slytherin!
Not Slytherin, eh? Slytherin! And soon after that, there was the last big boss of Act 2.
I've played enough Dark Souls to know where this is going.
This boss has a mechanic to consume his own minions in order to regain health. And there's a trophy we can earn for defeating him without him being able to heal at all.
Yeah, I'll just get rid of them all to remove his chances. Actually, yeah, Merkel's turn's next. You could kill all of them.
So this meant that we were on a timer to defeat him as quickly as possible before he could do this. And sure enough, we were able to do just that first try.
Alright, you fuck. You're done.
Bitch! No, you didn't die. That's okay. Bitch!
320. Blaze it.
No free lunches.
Are we the good guys, Matt?
Yeah, I'm really starting to question it now. My next trophy was one that I had been sleeping on for a while. There's this skill tree in the game with some very useful upgrades that I had been ignoring this entire time. But I finally decided to start scooping these up, and purchasing my first upgrade would net me a trophy. And almost immediately after that, I earned another trophy for completing Act 2. During my first battle in Act 3, I felt pretty stupid for ignoring that skill tree for as long as I did, because as you can see, it makes a notable difference in combat. Oh, okay, well.
And now the smite. If you choose a level 3 smite,
51? You did 100 damage!
So far, Act 3 was pretty great, and there were surprises around every corner. There was always something going on.
fuck you.
My fury.
Fuck.
Oh my god, you're a wheel of cheese. Cheese to meet
jump?
you.
Oh, I can still.
How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be?
The hair on the back of your neck raises as a shiver passes through.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
What about you, Karlak? You want to go up with Dribbles the Clown?
This better be violent, sexy, or both.
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the absolute.
Oh my Karlak, I'm so sorry.
Another.
Gods,
Guess we're close.
good. Thought I killed a clown in front of a bunch of kids.
Dying Stone Lord Thug. What's up, dude?
My legs. Can't feel them.
You hear the blood gurgle in his struggling lungs. His last ounce of strength is spent.
Yeah, apparently not. Holy
Ah! He did a whole ass fucking dance with that last ounce of strength.
Nine Fingers sends her love, arsehole. Your Stone Lord's a dead man walking. You, help me kill these asses. The girls will sprinkle you with gold.
We could side with the Stone Lord or we could side with the guild.
The Stone Lord doesn't need your help, cook. Nobody but us leaves this place alive.
You'll regret this.
Wow, so if you pick Stone Lord, both of them are like, fuck you.
But what the fuck? You call this a cut?
Wow, so I just lost out on the better option then. That kind of pisses me off so much that I'm literally gonna cheat. Like, if there had been some kind of payoff, I would have like rolled with it. The fact that you just get fucked on all fronts? Yeah, no, sorry, I'm good. I could go for some spoils, I'm in.
You picked the wrong side, cook.
You weren't gonna side with me anyway, cuck. Fuck you.
Dude, why are we always a cuck with this guy?
This is my word.
Your word is nothing. You are nothing. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
I hate
Hey, Dad.
Blacketh, but I love
the voice actor's like total commitment to like nailing every line. Oh, well, I call out the devs. Why didn't she just wish us dead again? Yeah, I was also wondering how that scenario could possibly not end in that happening. Yeah, devs, why you put a fucking kill cutscene and not follow through?
Eventually, I had progressed the story far enough to complete one of my fellow party members' quest lines, and this would earn me a trophy. Now, because there were more NPCs in Act 3 than there was anywhere else throughout the game, I decided that this would be a great opportunity to pop the trophy for earning 100 gold by playing music for the people in Baldur's Gate. And this was only possible because Alfira taught me how to play instruments. Could I have just reclassed into a bard in order to get this trophy? Absolutely. But I really like Alfira, and I wanted her to get the credit for this one. And since we were in Act 3, there are multiple trophies that can finally reach a conclusion. One of which was for having sexual relations with, Cthulhu.
Everything you ever dreamt of and more. The single greatest experience of your life.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you guys who this actually is, because the story in this game is actually really good. So I don't want to spoil it, but if you're going for platinum, then this totally has to happen. Although I am pretty sure that romancing other characters will ruin my chances for going on a date with Karlach. So I made sure to back up my save file before doing this. Speaking of Karlach, my next trophy was for finally going on that hot date. And this was honestly more wholesome and sweet than most dates I've been on in real life. Pretty straightforward. Kill the monsters, save the townsfolk, bish, bash, bosh.
Kill the monsters, save the townsfolk, sweep the local hell beast off her feet.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part. That was an unexpected and very welcome twist.
God, so terrible at this. This was supposed to be a first date, but it's all I can do to keep my hands to myself. Anyway, how about a toast?
Some shit.
Oh, shit!
You oaf! We can use my glass to us.
May we live every day like it's our last.
I'm just going on record and saying that Karlach is the best character in this game, hands down. Continuing on Act 3, we would be required to solve some Scooby-Doo murder mystery bullshit. And there's a whole lot of setup that goes into that. But the long and short of it is that we eventually end up meeting the murder cult. And we can earn a trophy for becoming one of their murderous disciples. Although doing so would lead to some very interesting outcomes, especially since I was a paladin.
Make violence of its goodness, spill its blood, and bathe in Baal's eternal rapture.
Boy, I know you. Do not listen to this ancient fuck.
I will sacrifice the creature to Baal.
Spare no violence for the Dreadlord's grace.
Oh my god. Yay! No! Oath broken! Man, Matt, you've changed.
Yeah. I've fully embraced the fact that we are not the good guys.
Oh god.
I bestow upon you.
Hey, murder in Baldur's Gate.
Strength falters.
Oh shit.
An emptiness grows within you, Paladin. Something has been lost.
Oh.
Broken your oath, Paladin. At the close of day, I will be waiting for you.
You an evil motherfucker.
I don't have to be evil. I can, I got a do-over, a mulligan, if you will. Yeah, something about becoming a murder lord in front of my girlfriend just didn't feel right. I was afraid she'd look at me differently. So I loaded up an old save file to undo this, after getting the trophy. And then I decided to reverse Uno the murder lords instead. He doesn't give a fuck that we killed them. Pata. You will die.
Please stop. Somehow he
Nice.
can't. No!
Don't lose concentration. Wow! Oh! How did you not lose concentration?
Sir, I don't mean any harm. I will concentrate till the end of my days.
You made a risk there, because if he did break your concentration, I would have lost my last Karlak action. That would have sucked.
But he did.
But hey, it all worked out, I guess.
Watch him come after me anyway.
Fuck you.
Why does he hate the...
Where the fuck do you think you're going?
This place is foul as piss. I'm out of here.
You've broken your oath, Paladin.
His
Kill the
accent
elephant.
was great.
We can kill that child now.
No, I'll break my oath. I don't want the Scottish Knight to come for me.
I bleed for Cthulhu.
I bleed for Cthulhu.
After a while, we had finally gained enough experience to reach maximum level. And because of this, we would now be able to earn a trophy by taking one of our level 1 party members that we never used the whole game, and started multi-classing him into as many different classes as possible, using each of his level ups. And so I went ahead and did that for another trophy. Now I'm a fucking wizard. You're a wizard, Will.
Beetle, now you're a wizard. That means I know just what to do with you. Better fucking pop.
There we go, trophy pop. Not long after that, I had almost forgotten to interact with the tieflings that we had saved throughout our playthrough, who had survived long enough to see Baldur's Gate. I'm not 100% how necessary this was in terms of the trophy, but it seemed necessary, so I went ahead and did it anyway. Next up, we would attempt to earn one of the trickiest and most challenging trophies in the entire game. We would have to sneak into the fortress in Baldur's Gate and defeat one of the most difficult bosses in the game without setting off any traps. And the thing about the fortress is that it's absolutely covered with them. They are everywhere.
I don't know where the hell... Oh, there's traps. Holy shit. Oh, I set a trap off.
That's a reset.
Vortex goes first. Shell of Resistance. Does that count? Did we fail? Those 2 traps on the wall gave him a shield.
That's a reset. Yeah, can I just like fucking smack this shit?
Oh, I didn't even see that thing. Oh, well. Oh.
I didn't know it was gonna explode. He triggered a trap too, that's a reset. Pulling this off required multiple attempts, but through trial and error, we were eventually able to accomplish this and earn the trophy. Yes,
Oh,
fancy
shit.
footwork! The next trophy we would attempt was probably the most difficult trophy in the entire game, not including the honor mode trophy, of course. There was a hidden optional boss who, in my opinion, is even more challenging than any boss that the base game throws at you. To get this trophy, we would basically have to wait for him to start charging up his ultimate attack, and deliver the finishing blow while he's doing this. We tried to do this several times, but this boss is extremely resistant to many different forms of damage, and it's extremely tough to bring his health bar down. Not to mention, if he actually unleashes his ultimate attack, this would almost always end with our spectacular defeat.
So... What was the counterplay?
And so we decided to get creative. I hadn't mentioned this until now, but basically, we had been collecting all of the most powerful explosives in the game that we ever came across, and we've been hoarding them for situations just like this, as a sort of ace in the hole if we ever needed it.
I don't know how this works.
Well, we're about to find out. Light it up! That did nothing to him! Unbelievably enough, even all of these explosives did barely enough damage to kill him.
It didn't even do any damage to him. That did fucking nothing then.
However, we were able to survive long enough throughout the fight to get him to go for his ultimate attack once again. And by the time he did, he was extremely low on health. And so thankfully we were able to finish him off and get the trophy. Alright, you fucker. Get out here! Yeah!
Crash landing.
Once that was done, we decided that we wanted all of our explosives back, and that they were far more valuable than any of the legendary loot that the dragon rewarded us with. And so we loaded up an old save file and then just proceeded to ignore him. We only really wanted the trophy anyway. The pinky and the where are you going, you motherfucker?
You live. No.
You motherfucker!
You still lived. He's really determined to hit me.
He was very mean to me.
Your murder should have been exquisite. A crypt-born effigy to great boss.
I fucking hate her, man. Just stop talking. Can we get to the part where we fight? She does have a Slayer form. You're not deserving of such a cool transformation. Check out my epic loot. This annoying bitch of a boss would be our next opportunity at another trophy. We would have to defeat the boss without killing any of her minions, which coincidentally are making her much harder to kill.
They gave her 12 unstoppables again. Fun fact, I can still absolutely shit on her.
But even despite this, we were overwhelmingly prepared. And compared to the last couple boss fights, this one didn't pose nearly as much as an obstacle. And we were able to do this on our first try.
Fucking spirit sergeant's on, man.
Aha! First blood! Kill Orenweller cultists are performing the ritual chant. We were now closing in on the end of the game, and I was making sure to create many backup saves, since we were going for multiple endings. During the final boss fight, we would be able to earn a trophy for defeating the Red Dragon. The Durgan.
Orpheus's dragon. Picking the wrong team.
You chose the wrong side, folks. Technically, this trophy is missable, because you could still beat the game while completely ignoring the dragon if you really wanted to. But this wasn't an issue, and we made sure to finish him off.
Where's the trophy?
There it is! Infectorum Draconis! And for the final push to beat the game, we decided to use our collection of explosives once again, in order to win as stupendously as possible. To go out with a bang, as it were. And let's just say our first attempt at this wasn't perfect.
See you in hell, you damn dirty ape.
What? Wait, we died! What? We did. What? Wait, that was supposed to happen? Wait
What? Instructions unclear. We saved Baldur's Gate!
Woohoo! We did it!
Alright, let's see.
Boom.
Did we lose again?
Oh, we seem to be okay. With the final boss defeated, all that was left to do was to choose the dialogue option that would lock us into the good ending. And we would end up unlocking 4 trophies for doing this. 1 for getting this particular ending, 2 for clearing Tactician mode, the 3rd trophy was for having successfully saved all of the Tiefling refugees throughout the entire playthrough, and the last trophy was for simply beating the game. After that, I would load up a save that I made just before I chose the good ending, and then picked another dialogue option that would lock me into the evil ending. Join forces with the bad guy, conquer the world, pretty generic stuff. I would then have to load another save file that was a bit older, where I would be given the choice to become Cthulhu. And one of the trophies was to get the ending where I would beat the game as this monstrosity. And so we made our way back to the final boss fight, once again in order to achieve this. Although before we finished off the boss, I had almost forgotten to do one very important thing. I present you Drorexlin!
No! Throw Drorexlin's body. Can you throw it?
Yes, I will
do it.
Throw him at the nether brain.
Classic.
Fuck you. Drorexlin! Yep. I had Karlach carry Drorexlin's lifeless corpse in her inventory for the entire game, so that I might present him to the final boss as a final display of dominance. And that was probably the most meaningful thing that Drorexlin would ever be a part of. With that important business out of the way, it was time to defeat the final boss once again.
Do it. I love you, Daddy.
You knew what to do.
I don't even know if this will kill. I swear it won't. Whatever, let's see.
And so, Cthulhu saved the world, and we earned another trophy. Now, as it turns out, I would have to play another full playthrough of this game, because as it turns out, I didn't know that I had to pick a specific background during character creation. I would have to start the game as the Dark Urge, because only this character would have access to the last couple trophies I needed. The first trophy I could earn was to unlock the Slayer form, and you could get the Slayer in a few different ways, but the earliest you could get it is by killing Isabel. Once we do this, our evil assistant will reward us with the form. And the last trophy I would need would be for getting the Dark Urge's unique ending. And so by the end of this playthrough, I beat the game and was able to pop the trophy, as well as the platinum. But that wasn't the end of Baldur's Gate 3. As you know, I still needed the trophy for beating Honor Mode so that I could 100% the game. And so I set out to complete a 4th playthrough of this game. And with that being said, I had accumulated so much knowledge and experience when it comes to this game. I knew what some of the strongest builds were, and how to get the best gear for my favorite classes. I knew which battles to avoid and which ones to take. I knew what dialogue options did what, and overall, I knew how to navigate my way through a playthrough of this game very quickly and efficiently. Because when it comes to Baldur's Gate 3, knowledge is quite literally power. And at this point, I had put over 200 hours into this game. So despite Honor Mode being permadeath, this wasn't all that difficult for me, to be honest. I didn't even need to create a backup save. I was perfectly confident that I wouldn't fail. And guess what? I didn't. I got to the end of the game and popped the trophy without issue. And with that, I had successfully 100%ed Baldur's Gate 3. So was it worth it? Well, let me start off by saying that this game does not take 200 hours to platinum, or to 100% for that matter. I willingly spent that much time on this game when I didn't have to, because I truly love this game so much. It's no surprise that this game won Game of the Year. This is one of the greatest video games I've ever played, without question. And even though I'm finished with this game, I still get the urge to play from time to time. And replaying a game that I've already gotten the platinum for is a rarity for me these days. And that's a testament to just how good this game is. When it keeps you coming back, wanting for more, even 200 hours later, that says something. I adore this game, it's phenomenal. If you guys enjoyed this video, then check out some of these other RPG games that I've covered here on my channel.